Hi, today I have this Xbox One controller. It's actually PowerA, not sure if you can see it, third-party controller, wired. Um, I don't know if it works. The problem with this one is definitely, or one of the problems, is USB port. You probably can't see this, but it's kind of smashed, so it just doesn't work at all. So let me take this controller apart, take it under the microscope, and I'll show you the port, and we'll need to desolder that port and solder the new one. It's probably not worth it. These are not expensive devices, but I thought it might make an interesting video. Anyway, let's go under the microscope. Okay, so here's the connector. I'm not sure if you can see this, but if you look here, there's just no space there. It's like this part that's inside is broken. Let me try and push my tweezers inside. Yeah, you see this? So that plastic part is completely broken. Yeah. So this port is messed up completely. Now, as I said, I have very similar port, USB. Let me just. That looks very similar to this. So we'll try if it works. But first things first, we need to desolder this one, and unfortunately, what we have here is plastic switch, and on the other side, so this is the port right here, and we also have plastic switches. There's a lot of plastic on this board. So what I'll do, I will probably I'll do it from the back. So I'll do it from this side. I'll just put some tape, aluminium tape, over this, just to make sure I don't damage it accidentally. So these are the legs and the pins right here. Pins look okay, so I think there won't be a problem with any of this. So I'll just try to desolder it from the back and then solder the new one. Well, if it fits, obviously, from the back again. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. I'll mount this and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so the board is mounted. There's a lot of tape at the back, so I'll just add a little bit of flux there. And yeah, let's start heating it up. Oh, by the way, I need to turn on my fume extractor. Let's try and desolder this. Almost there. And we got it. It's a lot of smoke. I may have burned something. Looks okay though. Okay, so let's clean this thing up. I mean the whole solder. So I'll add some flux. I'll add some fresh solder. Probably easier for me to do it this way. It's a lot of reflections. I need to try and get rid of it. Yeah. Maybe like that. Yep, that looks better. Okay, let's clean this off. I'm not sure about these two pads. Let me zoom in a little bit. They don't look great. There's very little space between those. I'm not sure. They are. Let me just check the USB-C pinout or USB pinout. Okay, so this is supposed to be ground, which it is. This is 5 volts, so there's no shorts. These are data, and this is OTG ID or something, but clearly it's shorted, and there's no short. Oh, there is. So they are the same pin essentially. Anyway, let's solder this the new connector back. Well, let's try if it fits first. So this is my new connector. You probably won't see it, but let me just try and put it in here and see if it actually fits. It's very similar to the old one, but it's not identical. So it does fit in the... Yeah, it's a perfect fit actually. So as you can see, these legs here. Now I think I will just solder it back on without any hot air. So I'll just use a small tip like this. Will that work? Yeah, it will work. So I'll do that. So let me just reposition the whole thing and we'll solder the connector back. Okay, so we've got the connector. I'll just press on it. I'll add some flex. And let's try and solder it back on. It'll be tricky to get in without burning that. I know that will focus. I'll just... yeah, that looks better. Now let me try it this way, maybe, so that you can see what I'm doing. I need more flux. I definitely need more flux. And again, I don't have any support for my hands, so this is going to be tricky. Solder this back on, ground, and we'll worry about this one. There you go. So this one's done. These two obviously are shorted anyway, so we don't really care. Okay, we are good. So I'll just solder the back here. Let's just do a quick solid test. This is all good. Okay, so let me clean this side. So this side's good. Let me flip to the back. And the connector is right here. And let's solder this back on. Need to be careful because there's a button here or something, so I don't want any solder on this, obviously. Okay, that should do it. Just quick clean. And we are all good. So the connector is on. Do we have any solder? Yeah. So the solder went through these holes, so we should be all good. Now again, this, let me just point that to you. These two pads were shorted anyway, so I don't care. These are all solid. Let's try and connect while we are here. I'll just try and connect USB cable and see if there's any signs of life. There's some LEDs like right here, so hopefully this will light up. Okay, let me turn off the fume extractor. We don't need it anymore, so I'll connect the USB-C power there. Let's see if we have 5 volts first. Remains of the there. So this pin was 5 volts, so I'm assuming this test point is 5 volts, and yes, you have to trust me, there's 5 volts here. Okay, so let me see, do we have any light on the back? No, there's that LED, where is it? Right here. I don't think it's, yeah, don't think it works. So you can see there's no, maybe I need to turn it on. I don't know anything about this controller, so no, doesn't seem to work. It's clearly not lighting up. Anyway, let me connect that to the Xbox. Okay, so I have the Xbox One S, I think, is the controller, and I'll connect it to the Xbox. And it does light up, as you can see. Let me just adjust the... There we go. So let me just disconnect it again. Light off. Back on. So I guess it needs the data lines to actually turn on this LED. Yeah. Anyway, I'll put it all back together, and I'll connect it to the Xbox, and we'll see if it works. I'll test it because I don't know it works at all. It's just the LED turns on. So yeah, let me put it back and we'll see if it works. Okay, so the controller is connected to my Xbox. This is the controller. As you can see, it does light up. Yeah, so this is the LED, and clearly it works. So yeah, I'm testing it and definitely works. So interesting that it just does not light up at all when connected to a power or USB. It needs to be connected to an Xbox. And one other thing, when I connect it to a PC or Mac, it's not detected either. I think it has something to do with that OTG ID or whatever that's shorted to the ground. Maybe, I don't know, don't quote me on that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos. I'll do something else next. Thank you.